Morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome back to another episode of the Average Day Joe Show. This is episode number 12. How's everybody doing today? Jay, what's up with you, man? How are you?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm your host, C. That's your host, Jay. Should have introduced us first. Kind of left my mind there for a second, but it is us. It is us every day coming to you guys live and direct, uncut, unfiltered, and unedited, unscripted. That's how we do it. So, yeah, everything's good here. We had a leg workout yesterday, man. Tough workout, but showed up a little late, but we're good. We got it. We got through it, and we made it happen. So that's the most important thing, right?
Always.
Yeah,
Very exhausted after legs, so
yeah, definitely, definitely.
very exhausted.
I see you got a new room upgrade, new chair, huh? Get that back
Oh yeah.
support.
Oh yeah. Yeah, gotta be sitting in the recliner, man. Some of the
Yeah,
times you will see me fully reclined, but as for
yeah,
now I feel good.
that's
So
good. That's good. Yeah,
yes.
it's tough, man. Without that back support to be like sitting the way we were for like
That's what I mean. Now I'm like, yep, I'm good now.
exactly, exactly. That's good. And you got your little table set up now too, so you could put all your stuff.
Everything's all set up. Yeah, exactly.
No, that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into some breaking news for you guys. This is terrible tragedy news that we got going on. Jay, if you want to take this one over,
Yeah, there's a tragedy that happened in Nashville at a Antioch High School. There was two students were gunned down by another student, and then that student who gunned down the students ended up killing himself, man.
oh wow,
Yeah, some one of the other students in there didn't know what was going on, but he kind of recorded it. He didn't record the actual shooting, but
uh-huh.
he recorded like everything that was happening at the time because they didn't know what was going on. It was it was a trip, man.
Oh wow.
Sucks hearing about those things, man. So
Yeah.
I don't know any of the motive, any of that stuff. I'm sure they're still trying to figure that out right now. So
Right. So
terrible
so
stuff.
the two people that died, it was from what I'm reading, it says it was actually a student that was a girl, and then the actual shooter. So those were the two people. It wasn't like
No, there's
two
three.
victims. The third person got grazed in the arm, but it doesn't say that
Oh,
they
he
got.
didn't die. Oh,
No,
okay.
he
So
didn't die.
okay, so the shooter just decided to kill himself. Okay.
So we got two dead, but one of them is the shooter. So technically, out of the victims, it was one person that it was a girl, a 16-year-old girl that died, which is very sad news. That sucks. It's always sad when you have a tragedy like that. But we give our prayers and our hope, and we pray for the Tennessee, all the victims, and for everybody that this affects over there. It's sad news. Did they tell you? Did you read about it? Like any motives or anything? Was it anything like that or
No,
not? Nothing.
no, that's what I mean. I didn't see anything about it. Like I think they're trying to figure that out right now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
if one person didn't die, they'll be able to say their story.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So they'll come out. It's sad because it's like with this. There's so much pressure I feel like on today's youth. When it comes to like academia and stuff, and on top of that, I feel like even after like COVID happened, the mental health that's going on with our youth right now, it's like at a whole nother level than what it was when we were growing up, because when we were growing up, we never heard of school shootings, like we didn't have any school. I mean, granted Columbine, but Columbine, I think was already after we graduated, right?
I don't remember the.
Oh, I don't
No, it
remember
wasn't.
what it
It
was.
wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
But
was during. It was probably the same time actually.
was it the same time?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Yeah. I don't remember. So, but anyway, for the most part, we didn't have that many. Um, You know what I mean? When that happened, so like it's just getting worse and worse. Yeah. So the Columbine was in 1999, so it was the year right before
Yeah.
us that we graduated. But yeah, it's shout out to all the victims again. Like I said, sad news. Yeah, it is what it is. The 16-year-old kid from high school should not be able to have access to a gun because obviously they can't make the right decisions when you are having guns. I mean, unless they're under supervised supervision. So I don't know how he got his hands on the gun, but this day and age, it is kind of easy for youth to be able to get their hands on weapons and stuff like that. So it just kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Let's move
That's
on to
terrible.
some other breaking news that we got the fire. We got another fire in LA in the Castaic region. It's called the Hughes Fire. Let me pull this up for you guys real quick. So this fire just exploded north of Castaic. It's forcing they're forcing evacuations in that area right now. That is kind of where it's close to where Six Flags is in Southern California. So if you guys know where that is, it's kind of in the desert. But yeah, it says the Hughes Fire north of Castilla exploded to more than 5,000 acres in under 2 hours. Southern California expects less than half an inch of rain Saturday through Monday, so there will be a little bit of precipitation. It might help a little bit with that fire, but as of right now, it is exploding. Yep, they're having evacuations in order around Lake Castaic because there's a lake out there and it's extending all the way toward Interstate 5. So that is going to be a little bit closer towards the whole Six Flags area. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of smoke there. The other thing about that is too, I believe that this week they were saying that those Santa Ana winds are going to pick up again and they're going to be blowing that other direction. That's why it looks like from what I'm reading, it looks like the fire is going from east to west as opposed to west to east, because usually our winds are blowing off of the Pacific Ocean east inland. But with the Santa Ana winds, when they're happening, then it's blowing east to west. So it's really making this fire explode, because when they do have these Santa Ana winds, they actually are pretty severe winds, and it just fuels these fires, and it's so dry out there that nobody can do anything about them. I mean, you got people preparing with garden hoses, spraying down the roofs, and, it's do whatever they can do. But it's kind of crazy because, yeah, it's like, I don't know what's happening. LA is just, I guess this is the year for LA, where it's just getting really badly burnt up, in that area, and the other fires that burned through earlier this month. So it just really sucks. They do have 8 helicopters that are dropping water on the fire to slow the spread. So there is a lot of work being done to try to minimize the impact as of right now, which is a good thing. But that's pretty much all it says. All the schools out there were under evacuation orders, which is good. So they're letting all the kids go home. The wind gusts they're reaching at 31 miles per hour right now. So yeah, it is really windy over there. Some gusts are even forecasted to be at the 40 miles per hour by this evening. So it's going to get actually worse before it gets better. It says blaze is one of 2 that begin Wednesday amid persistent red flag conditions. So there is 2 blazes that are going in as one. And on top of that, this is just a side note, there's also in San Diego, in the San Diego County, another fire broke out there as well near Rancho Bernardo, and it grew to at least 7 acres, which triggered evacuations for nearby residents and businesses. At least one person has been injured in that fire as well. So FYI, if you guys are coming out to the Southern Cali, if you guys are coming to like San Diego area or anywhere near like Six Flags area, right now is not maybe the best time, because there's going to be a lot of smoke, a lot of pollution in the air. And yeah, there's 2 fires going on, one in San Diego and one in LA area. So just be aware of that. And that being said, yeah, that is our breaking news for the day. Let's get with Jay and see what's going on in the sports world today. What's going on?
Well, the Jags, they fired their head coach and GM. They want a fresh start, so I understand. Organizations have been trashed for a while now. They
Yeah.
got a good rookie quarterback that they've had for like 4 or 5 years now. So it's time to start building around them, get some new blood around, and revamp the Jags. So it's good for them. Good for them.
Yeah. What was their so what do you remember their record for this, like what they did this season?
I don't know, maybe 4-12,
4-12. Oh wow. So
something like that. They're not very good.
yeah. So they basically made the same move that Raiders did, my team, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. So
You
it's
got to
one of those.
revamp when you have organizations that are that terrible. You should revamp everything.
I know.
It's just it's something you need to do. It's just especially like I said, if you already have a piece like a quarterback
Uh-huh.
and nothing's happening, like they want to you don't want to waste his career.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to
So
revamp around it.
so who is it? Who is the head coach? Like you said, he played for another team before?
No, that's for the Lions. So the Lions defensive coordinator is now the new New York Jets head coach.
Oh wow, okay. The
Yeah, so
Lions.
that's
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's different. So that's not that the Jaguars don't have a head coach or a GM.
And that just
Yeah.
happened after the Lions lost, right? This last game that they played. That basically made that decision happen. Or,
Yeah, so he decided to take the job for the New York Jets since he used to play for them. So
yeah.
he took the head coaching there.
Oh wow.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Aaron Glenn. He'll do a good job there.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he was a good player. So he was the defensive coordinator for the Lions. You saw the Lions
Yeah,
were pretty good this year. They went 14-2. So
exactly.
he's
Does
done
that
a good
surprise
job for them. Oh
you?
yeah, it did. It did.
Because I mean, if the Lions did that good, then I would think he would stay for next year because he knows that he's doing a good job there. But I guess it's about the money.
Not only that, but yeah, I was gonna say, you kind of want to get paid.
Right.
He's been there for a few years. He's revamped them like on defense. So
Uh,
I mean, he got the opportunity to have his own team. There's nothing wrong with that.
no, definitely, definitely.
So he took the opportunity. He used to play for the Jets, so it makes sense.
Oh, okay, okay.
Why not? Why not? You used to play for them. Like you could be the head coach now. So yeah, I think he'll do good with the Jets.
Yeah, definitely,
A lot
definitely.
harder in New York than Detroit, though, man. They'll
Yeah,
critique
for
you a
sure,
lot harder.
for sure.
So hopefully he does good over there.
What
He
what
was
what
he,
did what did the Jets do this season? Did they do anything? Like, were they pretty good or?
no, they were horrible.
Oh, really? They were horrible. So Buffalo was the one for New York that made it much further, right?
Who?
Buffalo.
Yeah, but Buffalo. Ever since Tom Brady left the division, Buffalo's been the number one team out there.
Oh, really? Buffalo.
So
Okay.
the New York Jets and the New York Giants both stink it up.
Yeah.
And the Giants were so smart that they got rid of Saquon Barkley to the Eagles, and you see where the Eagles are now.
Mm-hmm.
You see
When
what
are
I
these?
mean?
When is the next football games happening? Are they happening this weekend? Like, who's playing this weekend? Do you know?
Yeah, it's Eagles, Commanders, Chiefs, Bills. Excellent games.
Okay. And give us your thoughts on those two games. Who's going to win those?
I'm going with. I'll ride with the Eagles. They
Eagles.
have the number one defense in the league, and they got Saquon Barkley at running back. That's old school. Like so, as long as you have a good run game and excellent defense, you could pound the ball, control the clock. I'll go with the Eagles.
Okay.
The Commanders, like I said, they have that rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, Jaden Daniels. He had a great year, so I think the Eagles defense will come out on top though.
Right. Right.
And then the Chiefs Bills. I don't want to see the Chiefs go back to the Super Bowl, but the Bills have, this is Josh Allen's best chance to finally beat that team. He's never beat that team in the playoffs.
Right.
Never.
So do you think that he
So
could make it happen or not?
I hope so. I'm rooting for him, but there comes a time in your career that you have to you need a defining moment. This is
Yeah.
it. He needs this defining moment to finally beat that team. He's never beat that team.
So if you were a betting man and knowing that most likely that the Bills will be the underdogs and you could probably make some good money if they win, would you put your money on the Bills or no?
So I don't like the Bills because I obviously Patriots for 2 decades, right? Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So depending on the odds, I haven't checked them. I'd have to see the spread.
Right. Right.
But in my eyes, like not thinking, thinking just smart, I think it's going to be Eagles Chiefs.
Okay. And
I
who would
want
you,
the Bills to win though.
as a betting man, would you put your Chiefs or would you put it on Eagles?
Oh, for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I really don't know. I'd have to check the spread.
So not you don't have the faith. You don't have the faith in the Jets.
What?
So you don't have faith in that. You still, in a way, you're like maybe. I think Kansas City probably will take it at the end of it all, even though you want them to lose.
Well, the Eagles have the number one defense.
Uh
Defense wins championships.
Right.
So,
And how
like I said, I'm riding with the Eagles here.
how far behind is the Chiefs defense compared to the Eagles?
The Chiefs defense is So.
So.
Yeah, but they also have obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the game in
Right.
Mahomes.
And I'm sure their offense
So
is better, right, than the Eagles.
exactly. Well, so yes, I'd say much better, but the Eagles also have the best running back. That's what I mean. So that's the counterpart, you know.
Right.
So I don't know. It's like I said, the Eagles have the right recipe to win a championship,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback, man. You
Yeah.
know what you want to do, what the Bills need to do to win that game, just have the ball at the end. Do
Right.
not let Mahomes have the ball at the end. That's it. That's all you need to do. That's it.
Definitely. And
So
you also got Andy Reid, who's like a genius, right, coach? So that guy is
yeah,
freaking
Andy Reid's been a great coach for a long time. You know, like he deserves his flowers. You
right.
know, like I said, I remember the days when Belichick used to own Andy Reid. You know what I mean? Every time. So
Exactly.
like it was finally time now for Andy Reid to get his flowers. You know, so I get it. You know, I ain't got nothing against Andy Reid. He's a great coach. He's got a great team, great quarterback. But like I said, you know, I'll root for the Bills, but I just have a feeling the Chiefs are going to win that game.
I
But
know.
like I said, if it's Eagles Chiefs in the Super Bowl, the Eagles have the right recipe to beat them because they have the number one defense and they got to
Right.
utilize that defense. And then, like I said, you got Saquon as running back. That's how you keep Mahomes off the field. You know, have a great run game.
How are the wide receivers? Are they any good or not
On what? On who?
on the Eagles?
Yes, they actually do have good receivers. It's just their quarterback is, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So okay.
yeah,
Hopefully he doesn't just collapse because he gets kind of
I'll
scared,
tell you this:
the jitters.
if you put Tom Brady on that Eagles team, it's done. It's not even close. They'll win 3 Super Bowls
Mm-hmm.
because that's the recipe that the Patriots always had. You
Right.
know,
Right.
excellent defense, good run game, but the quarterback he knew how to audible all the time, and he always had a safety blanket in Gronk.
Oh really?
Too easy. Too. That's what I mean. If you put Tom Brady on that Eagles team, it's not. It's not even close. They win. They'll win that. They would win that Super Bowl outright. It wouldn't even be close.
It'd be kind of cool if the Patriots were to win. I mean, obviously they're not in it no more, but if they actually were able to like make it all the way up and win this exact time when you got a new presidency and like it's like this whole patriotic movement right now. So if the Patriots were to like actually like if they had a chance and they won the Super Bowl, it would have just gone so hand in hand with actually what's happening in our country right now. That would have been kind of cool, to see.
Well, just remember, last time they were winning, President Trump was president.
I remember that.
that was that was during his first presidency.
Right.
You know.
Wasn't it like Biden afterwards that tried to invite Tom Brady to like the White House and he like rejected? But then when Trump invited him, he like straight up wanted to
Yeah.
go.
Well, because yeah. Well, that was already when Tom Brady had remember he had went to the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Right.
So yeah, it was
That's funny.
yeah. So it was different when he was a Patriot, and when Trump was president, very different.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Who's
Good
that?
times, good times.
I know. Who's the Jets head coach, by the way?
Right now,
Yeah.
Aaron
I'm
Glenn.
sorry, I'm sorry, not the Jets, the Eagles. The Eagles. I'm going to say the Eagles.
Oh, he's a young cat. Oh man, I can see his face. I can't remember his name. I
Yeah.
can see his face though. He's a younger cat. He's a good coach.
Is he?
Yeah, I'd say so. He's
His brains compared to Andy Reid. What would you say?
yeah. That's so Andy Reid obviously has way more experience.
Right.
So like I said, to beat Andy Reid, it's very simple. Old
Okay.
school. Run the ball, have your defense come through. That's it.
Right.
Control the clock. That's the way to beat Andy Reid. Keep his quarterback off the field.
Okay. And for the Eagles, it looks like they do have a couple injured players as well, right? They have like Jalen Hurts, I guess, is out, and then
No, he's not. So that's the quarterback. That's why I said
okay.
so, yeah. So he's been hurt, but he's playing.
Okay.
But that's why I said the quarterback is, you know.
So that's gonna be a big factor, I think, too. That he has an injury somewhat, right, and he's not gonna be able to play to his full potential.
He's gonna play, but like I said, utilized that big running back you got back there that's hella good. That's all you
Right,
need to do. If
right.
you need to make a throw, make a throw. You know what I mean? But ride your running back. He's really good.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
You got the right recipe, man.
I believe their head coach from I was just reading it. It's like Nick Sirianni. Is that his name?
There you go. Yeah, Sirianni. That's it.
Italian, Canada. Is that Italian?
Yeah. I'd say so.
Yeah.
He's solid though, man. He's a good coach.
Is he? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta have the solid coaches.
They have, like I said, they have everything. They have all the pieces to win a championship.
Right.
You know, they have all the pieces. The
Exactly.
quarterback doesn't have to do too much here, dude. You got to make a few throws maybe during the game, like when, okay, they keep running the ball. Hey, so like, obviously when they stack the box for the run, just make a throw. It's football's not rocket science here, man.
No, of course.
You got to use your head.
Yeah.
Got
to use your head, and you got to play as a team. If you play as a team and you're solid, you're gonna win.
Well, that's what I mean. Simple audibles here. If they're stacking the box when Saquon's running, hey, play action, boom, throw. That's what I mean. It's just, you got to keep them on their toes. That's what I mean. But ride your running back.
Right.
That's it. They got that. They got him. He's had a legendary season.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, the guy just he's a monster.
Right.
He was a monster in college.
Yeah.
Saquon, he was squatting 6 plates. 6.
Oh,
yeah, we're not joking around here.
Yeah.
The guy's a beast, man. So ride out that running back.
I know.
That's my advice. And you have the best defense. Make it happen.
Right. That was good. You gonna be watching the games this weekend or no?
Always.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, definitely. Are you putting any of your own bets in, or you ain't a betting man like that?
Sometimes it depends. I got to check the spreads. Spreads are always the number one thing because even with spreads, like if the spread is very close, like the team you want can still win, but if the other team has it close, you'll still lose in the betting.
Right.
That's how it works.
Yeah. That's how they get their money.
Exactly. So you always got to check the spread. Check the spread, check everything, see, like you said, check the injury report. So, yeah, see what's riding high that day,
Exactly.
For sure.
All right. Well, that's our sports segment. Let's move on. So one thing I want to let you guys know, a little personal stuff about me and Jay, and that is that Jay is an Apple head and I am an Android head. So I wanted to put that out there before my next segment because it's about the phone situation, But yeah. So,
is it?
So what I want to let you guys know, all my Android people out there, since I'm an Android head, I'm gonna report on this. But all my Android heads, there's Samsung had a surprise reveal today of the Galaxy S25 Edge, which they made sure to beat out the iPhone 17 Air that's going to be coming out. And I'm going to give you the reason why it's going to beat it out real quick. Let me just pull this up for you guys. But yeah, they did the revealing at the SAP Center, which is where they're in San Jose, which is California, where they actually play hockey. But they had a whole convention there for Samsung. So Samsung surprises Galaxy S25 Edge, which beats i17 Air. So it's supposedly a super thin smartphone. It's the S25 Edge name. What it can do, it supposedly has. Let me see where it says factor. So it says it. Okay, so I was just telling you about the convention really quick, but okay, so it has. It says that the front and back. It clicks into place with a punchy haze to emphasize one aspect of the phone, which is its thinness. So it's supposed to be like a really thin phone. You can see the picture of it right here. I got a picture of it for you guys. Exclusive picture. You guys wouldn't be able to see this anywhere else, but I got an exclusive picture. Nobody was even able to touch these phones yet because they're just like brand new. Because it is a Samsung product and because they're leaking it right now, they are expected to release it by the end of this year sometime. So this will be available supposedly by the end of this year. Just FYI for you guys. So the reason why it beats out the iPhone 17 Air, because it has two rear cameras. It's going to have two rear cameras, unlike the single snapper expected on the iPhone 17 Air. Apple's predict a slim phone that's thought to land this fall, which is so that one the Apple will come out in the fall. But yeah, so I guess it's just about the cameras. The Samsung's camera will be better than the iPhone when it comes to this new 25 Ultra. But one thing we always got to remember is that Apple, where I can truly say always wins, is their processors. They always have the faster processors. They have processors that we can't, that us Android people, they can't touch the speed and the processing power of it. So that's where they beat us out. But for all the media heads out there, the people that love to like do pictures, and I definitely would say that S25 Ultra would be that phone for all your camera needs, all your video recording needs. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about this new phone coming out. Let me see if there's anything else that it really indicates. That is, yeah. So it doesn't really indicate much about it. I don't think they even know much about it themselves. Like it doesn't give you any specs of the phone, the internal components, minus the cameras. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. If you guys do love Samsung products and you guys love Android, that is something that's going to be coming out soon. And yeah, just do your own research and then if we get some other information about that one or even the iPhone 17 Air that's coming out, I'm sure Jay will report on the iPhone, and I'll definitely keep reporting on Android products that are coming out. So yeah, that is going to be our I'll say our tech segment of the day. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on that. And let's move on to some financial news with Jay. What's happening with Larry Fink?
Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock. He's predicting Bitcoin to be at 700K.
Oh, okay.
That's always a nice feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about that. I was like, I honestly think Bitcoin will be 1 million, but 700K, that's cool.
Right.
I'm not mad at that.
So because I mean, so many people have always like Kathy Woods. There's like so many people that are predicting, Bitcoin, and Michael Saylor to be at 1 million.
Yeah.
What is Larry Fink's justification for that? Why is he saying it's going to go to 700,000?
I don't know why he chose seven. Honestly, I don't know why he chose 700K.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was saying 700K like soon, like not soon, but like as opposed to like say 10 years, 1 million.
Right.
I think he's talking about 700K like sooner than you think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking like within like 3 to 5 years.
Right.
Yeah, I think because I'm sure he understands how Bitcoin and everything works. Obviously, they're heavily invested in it,
I mean, they have their own iShares Bitcoin Trust.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think he's talking about like for the future, like way down the road. I think he's talking about more sooner.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why he chose 700K. I was like 700K, but I ain't mad. I ain't mad at that.
No, definitely. We can't be mad at it, man. I mean,
No, sounds beautiful to me. Keep growing.
all our crypto bros out here, who are invested in crypto, Bitcoin is one of those coins where it's going to be digital gold, and I believe XRP is going to be the same thing in a way. So I think those two coins are super solid. If you're just invested in those two coins, you're going to do really well. I mean, it's not going to be overnight, but you'll do really well.
You ain't losing. You ain't losing with those two. That's what I mean.
Exactly. So that's the way to go if you guys just want to set it and forget it type thing and just don't worry about any kind of pullbacks, because it's even Larry Fink, he was saying that it's really rare for Bitcoin to be pulling back like 20-30% or more. It's so soft now. It has such a high market cap that it's not going to be really having those kind of pullbacks. And we can see that now because the lowest it went right now during this bull run, it actually went back down to like, I think it hit like 91 for like a minute's time. But if you look at the charts and history, because now it's more adopted widely by institutions, but before it was adopted, it did have those 30% pullbacks even during bull runs, which shook a lot of people out and liquidated a lot of positions for day traders. And now that this bull run is the first bull run, if you look at history, that has not happened. It didn't go back down to 70,000 like it would have in the previous cycles. It had a very solid support at 91, and it kind of stayed up there. And from now, it's like we're back in the 100,000 range again. So I don't see it's going to be as volatile as it has in the past, just because there's way too much demand for it.
Yep.
So it is what it is. But yeah, just hold on to those coins. It's gonna do you good in the future. It's gonna get you guys
Always, man. Always. Always. It's always good to have a diverse portfolio, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Like to have different things, not just crypto, You could
Right.
go many different ways. This day and age, you go many different ways.
Exactly. Exactly.
So.
You said it, and we always preach this. As long as you guys are investing in high market cap coins, the probability of them going to zero is going to be really low, compared to these super low market fart coins, or like the wedgie coins. Yeah, they might be pumping, but at any moment's time they can just drop, and you can lose a lot of money significantly. And we're in crypto, you're not supposed to be gambling. You're supposed to be making smart investment choices. So
Yeah.
that's something that you guys got to look out for when you guys are investing in certain coins out here in the crypto world. Because a lot of them are still, crypto is kind of still like the wild west. It's an unregulated market in a way. So there is a lot of these projects that are coming out, but they're not regulated. That's why people can just lose all their money when they invest in them. It's sad, but it's true. So that being said, let's move on. I got some news for all my Netflix subscribers out here, man. So trending,
Oh
yeah, man. I mean, I'm
yeah? What
subscribed
we
to
got?
Netflix.
Because I
Huh?
have Netflix.
You do have
I have
Netflix,
Netflix. Yeah,
but
all my guests use it. I don't use it, but all my guests use it.
do you have the ad free or the ad version?
I didn't even know there was. I don't know. I've had Netflix since the days where they used to send DVDs and Blu-rays, so I have
Oh,
no idea.
I remember that. Okay,
I
well,
still have it.
either way you have it, you're gonna get your prices raised. But if you have the ad free version, it's gonna be like a $5 hike as compared to if you just have the ad version, where right now it's $6.99. No, it's $6.99, and it's gonna go up to $7.99. So it's only like $1 increase.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the ad free version, they're actually increasing it by like $5. So it's going to be a pretty significant difference. I actually believe there's 3 tiers. I think there's another tier. I forgot exactly what that tier is. I can look it up real quick. But yeah. So all my Netflix heads out here who are subscribed, all the people that love the Netflix shows and movies. So standard plan going up by $2.50 to $17.90. Oh, so $2.50 to $17.99 per month in the United States. So Netflix is increasing their subscription prices because they want to be competitive, and they want to give us better content, and they want to keep improving on their content according to their website. That is what they're saying. So like I said, it's crazy too, because it says that their Q4 earnings were actually really good. Like they're actually making money. Their subscriber base is only getting higher and higher. So there's a lot more subscribers. So, and every year they are actually raising their prices. It's not just like every few years. It's every year they've been raising their prices, but they're growing. And I mean, Netflix is pretty good. I can't complain because they do have good shows. I just watched like an exclusive Netflix movie. I forgot the name of it, but it was like trending #1 on Netflix, and it was actually a really good movie. It was about some guy who Jason Bateman was in that movie, and he was basically trying to like bring a bomb through the airport. So he calls up like they basically hack into with this one TSA agent, and basically they do all these things, and they're like watching him. It's a really good movie. I forgot the name, but if you guys get a chance, I would definitely check that one out. I'll find that title for you guys later. But yeah, in announcing the Q4 earnings and price increases, Netflix raises 2025 outlook for revenue to be between 43.5 billion and 44.5 billion, so up 500 million from its prior forecast, and for operating margin to be 29%, up 1 percentage point from the prior forecast. So yeah, making that money, that's for sure. So let me just give you the price breakdown really quick of what's going to happen for you guys that are in Netflix. So Netflix ad-supported tier will cost $7.99 per month, up $1 from $6.99. The price of the premium tier with 4 simultaneous streams will be $24.99 per month, up $2. And the cost of adding an extra member to a primary account is increasing from $7.99 to $8.99 per month as well. So that's kind of the breakdown of that. like I said, if you guys are Netflix, it's a good platform. So yeah, just it's your choice. There is other platforms out there that you guys can get on if you guys don't want to pay that kind of money. But for me personally, I use the ad version. I don't care watching some ads. I can actually go to the bathroom or do a couple things when the ads are running, and then I'm paying $6.99 right now, so it's going to go up for me too. But it is what it is. So you don't watch Netflix at all, Jay?
No, my guests use it in my Airbnb, but the only time I use Netflix is during cut season when I'm on the stairs.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you watch it during that? Okay.
Only during cut season. So I'll make my Netflix playlist, and then whenever I'm on the stairs, I'll whatever's on. That's what gets me through it.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
So
So, yeah,
yeah.
but your guests love it, huh? That's good. That's good that you have it. Because you have everything, right? Do you have like what do you have for your guests besides Netflix? Do you also do like the Apple Plus and all that too, or not?
No, I don't do Apple Plus. I have Hulu too. So
Oh, Hulu. Okay, Hulu.
yeah, it came with my Spotify. That's why. So
Right, right,
yeah, but I have for my guests, they have my Direct TV anyway. So
right, right.
everything's back there. So
Okay. So
yeah.
yeah, like I mentioned really quick, if you guys want to check out that movie I just mentioned, it's actually called Carry On. Even for you, Jay, I know when there's like a thrilling movie, you are into those kind of movies.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's called Carry On, bro. It's a really good movie.
Okay.
I watched it. I was like,
Carry
damn,
on. All right.
yeah,
I'll
it's a
check
good
it
one,
out.
man. Yeah, yeah.
Netflix special, you said, so I'll check it out. Why
It was
not?
like trending #1 for a while now, and it's definitely when I seen it, I was like, damn, okay. Like I was like, wow. Like I watched it with my fam, and
Yeah.
we were all into it. It's one of those movies that kind of keeps you on your edge, but it also
I'll check it
shows
out.
you like the technology these days, like how they can just hack into you and how
Yeah.
can they, you know what I mean, like how they can control the whole situation. And I'm sure that
Yeah.
it happens because it kind of looked like it would be something that can happen
I believe it.
so it's kind of crazy. All right, Jay. Well, I know you want to give a shout out to somebody special.
Oh yeah. Well, the
Quick.
highest trend on X today. We didn't even talk about the highest trend. Shout
Oh,
out President Trump as usual. It's his anniversary today. Him and
damn.
Melania. Yeah,
20th
so it's a
anniversary,
20,
huh?
yeah, 20, yeah, 20 years, man. That's the highest trend on X today. So we didn't even talk about it. That's why I'm bringing it up right now, man.
Okay.
Highest trend on X. Shout out President Trump and Melania.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, 20 years. So that's
20
cool.
years. That's good, man. That's good.
Oh yeah, gotta have that shout out. The highest
Yeah.
trend on X.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
you know.
No, that's good, man. They're sticking together. It's not like one of those. Even though he was a
Right.
celebrity, most celebrities they can't hang for that long. And this guy,
Yeah, that's so true.
he shows his dedication. He's like, man, I'm dedicated, and why not? You know what I mean? She's a
Yeah.
beautiful woman, so why not? Like
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did have a couple little mishaps, but
no, I know, but still,
yeah. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
they're still together. They went through the thick and thin of it all, and every relationship.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
yeah.
She overlooked those mishaps. She's like, it's all good.
That's what
So,
I'm saying. I mean, I'm a married man. There's days where I can strangle my wife. I feel like it, but I resist, and then after like an hour, everything's fine again, and then I love her and I'll kiss her. So it's what it is. But that's just how marriage is. You have your goods, your bads, and your sideways
yeah.
moments. you know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Shout out to President Trump for his anniversary. We wish you all the best in your marriage and success. It was also funny when I remember the first time he was president. I remember they were trying to spin it off like the parties were all trying to spin it off like his wife was like part of the whole like Russian, like what I mean, like she was like she's like infiltrating the U.S. like as a Russian spy type thing. I don't know if you
But
remember
she's
that.
not Russian.
I mean, she's from Ukraine, which was part of Russia at one point, right?
Oh, I thought she was Slovenian.
I thought she was
Wow.
Ukrainian. Yeah,
No, I think she's Slovenian, bro.
because I remember specifically that they were
You should
saying
look that.
like,
You should look that up because I'm pretty sure she's Slovenian.
yeah, but do you remember that like this last term where they were like
I
trying to
do
say,
remember. I remember.
yeah,
But
that's
they
funny.
tried to bring up a lot of stuff about her, but I'm pretty sure she's Slovenian, bro.
Check that out real quick for us.
If I remember correctly.
She was born. You are right, my friend. You are right. Yep. So Slovenia, which is still
Yeah,
part of the USSR at one point. So
yeah,
that's why I'm
of
probably
course.
trying to all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, it is what it is. All right. Well, yeah, like we said, shout out to Trump for his anniversary, and let's go on to our movie of the day. What you got in that background today? Looks like some classics you got.
I was watching a good one, man. It's called Copycat.
Copycat. Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
I've seen that
Is-
movie before.
you seen it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the
Oh
one with
yeah, it
that redheaded lady, right? The
it's the court. It was with Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
She yeah, so it takes place in San Francisco,
Right.
and there's a killer going around, and he mocks the serial killers from back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he imitates like the Ted Bundy killing, the Hillside Strangler, like so he
Right.
does. Yeah, so the Boston Strangler, he does all the killings of what the serial killers did, and he makes the scene the same way.
And from what I remember in that movie, he actually got to her, but he didn't kill her, and then she was like super scared to go out of her house, but she was still like
Yeah,
investigating.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, well, basically the killer beforehand, there was another killer that tried to kill her,
Uh-huh.
and then the guy that's copying all the serial killers did the same thing to her, like because the other guy didn't finish it, so he
Right.
tried to finish it for him.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good movie, man. It's a solid film. It's a
I,
really
I would
solid film.
I would even say at this point for like the new age, that's kind of going to be like an underrated movie because nobody really talks about that movie. Like
Oh,
you know what
no one would even know about this. This is a SF special, dog.
I'm saying?
you
Yeah,
you gotta keep it.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Yeah,
really good one.
yeah, if
Yeah,
for the average Joe, for the average Joe community, definitely check out Copycat by Sigourney Weaver in it because that
yeah,
is probably one of the best movies that she's made. And
yeah,
even if you look up her movies, like
yeah,
it doesn't even bring that one up for some reason because I'm looking at her movies right now and it doesn't even
yeah.
bring it up.
Well, because she had. They're gonna say Aliens. They're gonna say Avatar. They're gonna say all the other ones. This one, like I said, like you said, it would be more the underrated. You
It's
know,
definitely an underrated movie by her.
a
Yeah.
great movie, great movie. But she was in so many movies, dude.
Oh, I
So
know.
many,
I know.
so
She's
many
she's
movies.
a great actress, and I loved her in Avatar. She played such a cool role in Avatar. You know,
Yes, yeah, I'd say
that's
so.
definitely one of my favorite movies. But in 3D, you have to watch it in 3D. If you don't watch
Yeah,
Avatar in 3D, you missed out, man. Because they made that movie so 3D, like and so lifelike. You really felt like you were in that like jungle with them and in the rainforest. That they were in. I
I
think it was.
I would have loved to see it in 40x.
Oh, I know.
They didn't have it at that time, but it would have
Yeah.
been cool in 40x, man.
She also did a pretty cool documentary. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Planet Earth, where she just kind of was like she was the one that was narrating the whole background of it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool movie because she kind of like shows you how the Earth is alive, and
Yeah,
it's really cool. It's kind of I won't say it's spiritual, but it's a really cool movie. It really shows you how we're all connected to everything on this planet.
yeah.
It's one of like a really good documentary that she made. Was Aliens like probably was that like one of your favorite movies by her, or what movie would you say?
Yeah, like I'd say Aliens, that one, the part two, and then I'd say Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters was really cool. Her too.
you know, Ghostbusters back in the day, and I'll even like she just had so many good movies too.
Oh, I
You
know.
know, yeah,
I would
man.
say I would say for me personally, one of my favorite movies by her, besides Avatar and then the Planet Earth one I just mentioned, would
Yeah,
be I don't know if you've seen this one or not. It's a thriller, but it's The Village.
no,
You never seen The
the
Village?
Village.
Ah,
No,
dude. Ah, dude.
the Village.
You never seen The
No,
Village? That's a good
it's a,
movie.
what kind of movie is it? Is it a scary one?
Yeah, it's a scary movie. It's a scary movie. It's
The
not like super
Village.
scary, but it's a scary movie in a way.
Okay, I gotta
Yeah.
check it out. When did that come out?
The Village. When did that one come out? That one came out in 2004.
The Village. Wow, I can't believe I missed it.
Yeah, 2004. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's basically based on the 19th century, and they have this like whole community in the woods, right?
Uh huh.
And people were like trying to escape that community because it was like a really small community, so they would try to escape it, and
Uh
then they
huh.
would have, like these like monsters that like kill those people that try to escape.
Oh
So
wow,
nobody could
never
really,
seen it.
yeah, nobody could really escape it and stuff. It's actually a really good movie.
I
Um,
never seen it.
And the cast of it is really good too. They had Joaquin Phoenix in that movie. They had Bryce Dallas Howard, and they had Adrian Brody in that movie.
Was that an M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Like the director?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Let me see if it gives me the director on this one. Yeah, it doesn't show the director from where I'm seeing. Yeah, I don't see any of the
Is it
director.
M. Night Shyamalan? I think if it is, then I saw the trailer, but I never saw the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Huh. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, if you're in, yeah. You're right. Director. Yep. Nice Shyamalan. Yep.
Okay, so so I saw the trailer. I never saw the movie. I didn't even
Oh,
know she was in it. I didn't
yeah.
even know she was in it.
No, definitely, man. She was Alice Hunt in that movie.
I didn't even get to see it. Damn. Okay, so I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I didn't even
definitely.
know she was in there.
That's my movie pick of the day. So,
Ah, ah,
Rocky
ah,
Bear.
ah. Oh, you can see him.
Yeah,
You can
that's
see him.
Rocky. For all the audience, this is dog Rocky Bear. He's half husky, half corgi.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
he's
Cool.
a.
He's the coolest dog in California.
You know it. You know it. He'd be tearing up all his toys.
Oh, very
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, Copycat, what do you rate it?
Copycat. I would rate it 8 and above for sure. Excellent movie, without a doubt. Just because, like I said, just for the storyline, very good movie.
Right.
8 and above for sure.
Okay.
For sure, one of my favorites.
Definitely. That's good.
One of my favorites for sure, man.
So all you guys, like we said, man, check out Copycat with Sigourney Weaver as the main actress in that movie. Definitely a great movie. So
yeah, that's definitely something that people should check out for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd say so.
I know. And The Village. Check out The Village if you haven't.
Oh yeah, I got to watch The Village. So like I told you, I saw the trailer. Yeah. Didn't see the movie though.
Right. Okay. All right, well, let's move on to our wealth section, man, for all our crypto bros. Let's go on to crypto prices and just see what's going on in the markets today. I haven't checked them either today, so I definitely want to know what's going on myself, but let's check it out. So crypto today, we got the whole crypto market cap as a whole. We're at 3.59 trillion. We're down 1.60% over the last day. We got we got Bitcoin at 104, so it's 24 within the last 24 hours is only down like 1%, but it's actually been it's good because it's been kind of going sideways in a way, but it lets the altcoins start performing. So I don't know if you guys are looking at your portfolios yesterday, most of the altcoins were up, and I was like super happy when I checked my portfolio too because all my altcoins were starting to move up again after I lost a little bit of hope, which you never should do, because if you do the right, if you do your right analysis, fundamental, even technical, then you guys should be reassured that those coins that you pick will be good. Your number 2, Ethereum, the biggest altcoin out there, you guys are at 3,254 right now. You guys are down 2.54 in the last 24 hours, which, like I said, is okay because all the altcoins really rose yesterday. So now it's a little bit of a cool down, just let the market breathe a little bit. We got XRP, $3.18. It's only down 0.04%. So XRP has been holding very strong right now. It looks like it found its support, and it's just kind of holding on to that support. Number 5, Solana, you're at 262 right now. You guys are up 4.38% in the last 24 hours. Solana is making a headway up. It looks like it went down a little bit from last night, but it's going right back up. So just hold on to that. Solana. Our fear and greed index, we are now in the greed. We are in the light green greed. So we are starting to see more coming into the markets. As this happens, everything will start rising once again. So that's a good thing for now, as long as we're not in like extreme greed. This is where everybody's starting to gain confidence again, and they're going to start pouring money into it. Bitcoin dominance, you guys are at 57% right now, and Ethereum, you guys are at 10.92%, almost 11%. So it looks like dominance at Ethereum is starting to go up, which is the altcoin. So we are starting to hit into the altcoin season. Then we also got our top 5 trending coins of the day. We got number 1, VTHO. You guys are at 0.0075, and that's 24% up within the last 24 hours. Number 2, you got Elon. You're at 0.06298%, and that's the price. And the percent of that, it's actually gone down in the last 24 hours, which is it's been down 1.25%. Number 3 trending coin, you got WLD Wild, which is sitting at $2.34. You guys are up 13.23% in the last 24 hours. Number 4 trending coin, which I'm actually personally invested in as part of the Virtuals protocol. We did do a little segment about the Virtuals protocol. I was talking about it on a previous episode that we had. So definitely, if you're not looking at a Virtuals protocol, look into it. It's an AI coin. I was actually talking to Jay about it yesterday. Did you actually get into it at all, Jay, or did you look into it at all or not?
I mean, I looked into it, but I fell asleep after. I was pretty tired.
Okay.
After leg day, I'm just I ate a little bit and I knocked out.
I got you.
I was shot.
Yeah, no, I feel.
But I have it marked, saved, the whole 9, so I'm good.
Okay. So yeah, number 4, you got Axbit, AIXBT. It's an AI agent on the Virtual protocol. You guys are sitting at 0.78 cents, and you guys are up 20.29%. So I'm super happy about that. Number 5, you got JUP, Jupe, kind of like the Jupiter planet, their logo, and that's sitting at 0.81 cents, and you guys are actually down 9.1% right now. So you guys got down a little bit. Let's quickly go over our. We want to share out our top gainers, the top 5 gainers of the day within the last 24 hours. All right, number 1, you are CatX, CATX. You guys are up in the last 24 hours. It's a meme coin. You guys are up 1,856%. Then you got Oracle AI. It's an AI token. Maybe I got a feeling it might be by Oracle. That's number 2. You guys are up 1,734%. Number 3, you got MAGA People. We talked about this coin as well on a previous episode. You get that it'll be a good investment to get into. And if you guys did, shout out to you guys for listening to us. You guys are up 492% in the last 24 hours. Number 4, you got NOT Cat. Never heard of it. Probably a meme coin, but you guys are up 443% in the last 24 hours. Number 5, another coin I never heard of. It's Blobana Pet, which is Blob as the shortened. And that is up 530% in the last 24 hours. Any tokens? Let me check for you guys if there's any tokens that everybody kind of knows about that kind of been going up lately. Pretty much most of them are like Trump coins. You got Trump MAGA up 385% in the last 24 hours. You got the GameStop coin, GME. That one is up 337%. Trump with hat, you got 262% up in the last 24 hours. And that's pretty much all I can say when it comes to all these coins, because there's no other coins that I'm really like looking at right now. So yeah, there is the last one I can say is GigaBrain by Virtuals. That is also a Virtuals protocol. It's in your ecosystem. That is a new AI token, Brain. That one is up 86% or 85 at the moment now. So yeah, that is the Virtuals protocol. That one is up. Jeff, I didn't even know that they can do this in crypto because we were talking about this just a second ago, how it's unregulated. But do you know that there's a coin that's number 39 in the top gainers, and it's the abbreviation for it is WAP. Do you have any guess what WAP can stand for?
I sincerely hope it's not like the song. So
I think it is. I don't know what song you're referring to. I think it is.
Well, there's a song that has to do with that. So hopefully it's not the same thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, and I mean, I'll let you guys know. I'm not gonna say the whole thing the way it is. I'll just let you guys imagination run on this one. But it's wet. Then
it is. So it's the same thing.
Exactly.
If anyone listens to any type of music, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a coin.
So for all the people that don't know, I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm gonna give you guys the hints, and that is wet. And then I'm gonna say booty. I'm not gonna say the A word. Booty. And the last part of this, the female's part, like it's the V, but it's not the P on this one. So yeah. They got a coin like that. It's number 39 in the top gainers. It's up 81%. So shout out to all you guys if you guys have a coin. Shout
That's
out.
hella funny. I had
Uh,
no idea.
I can't even believe they can actually name coins like that. Like there definitely needs to be some regulation in this crypto market, man. This is straight up wild, wild west stuff right now, man.
It's crypto, bro. Crypto, there's no. That's the whole point.
We
It's
gotta love,
unregulated.
we gotta love crypto.
You
It
know,
is.
even remember even Haktua tried to come out with their own coin.
Oh, I know. That was such a rug pull. You know, they literally came out with the coin, went up for like a couple days, and then just bam, zero. Everybody's like, "What the heck?"
I don't even think that she had to do with it, man. You know,
I know.
she just put her name on it.
That's what I'm saying. She didn't have it to do with it really, but she still got sued for it because if you put your name under anything and you're somebody's
Exactly.
penis,
Yeah.
you're gonna get sued.
Well, she got to learn sometime, man.
Right.
She seemed like a cool chick too. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was. Yeah, I was like, no way, she has her own coin. No way.
I know.
I was tripping.
It's crazy this day and age what people can get famous for. Like back in the day, this could never have happened. You would not get famous for saying some stupid stuff like that. In this day and age, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you literally can get
Yeah,
famous for anything. Like, you know what I mean? If you just
literally.
say something that other people are entertained by. And it doesn't take much to entertain people these days. I'll tell you
I
that.
know. I ain't mad at the Hawk Tuah girl, man. I am not mad. I am not mad.
Yeah, it is what it is. Let's move on to our weather. Let's see what's going on with all these deep freezes and everything that's been happening and all this like winter storms that have been happening. Because man, it's been cold for you guys down in the south and down in the like you know in the East Coast. Like you know, I was really praying for you guys. You know that you guys make it through this, and you know, I mean, thankfully you guys probably got to build some snowmans and stuff. But you know, for especially for some of the people for the first time ever, like New Orleans, where it was 7 inches of snow for you guys, and Houston, where you guys got snowed a little bit and everything was closing down. So for the weather today, you guys are starting to warm up a little bit in the south. It looks like some of that cold polar vortex, or how they were saying Siberian Express, is starting to move back up into more of the northern states and the Midwest. So the coldest, I'm going to go through the coldest right now, and that would be from what I can see in International Falls again. And that is in Minnesota, I believe, which would be, oh, I'm sorry, is that Minnesota? I think it's Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. You guys are International Falls. You guys are at 10 degrees right now. This is current weather. And then your hottest reported temperature right now would be LA, San Diego area. You guys are at 76 degrees. For all my East Coast heads, if you guys are looking to warm up, I'm sorry to say there is not much places you can go. Miami today is in the rain again, which would be at 64 degrees. So it does beat some other temperatures. But if you guys are just trying to make it into Florida and like, let's say go to Jacksonville, like you're the first city, like right on the border, you will not be happy. It is only 36 degrees out there today. So it is very cold. If you do make it 3 hours a little bit more south to Tampa, you guys will be at 53 degrees, but it's still kind of cold out there. All my folks in Atlanta, 36 degrees. If you guys are out in Charlotte, 31. New York, you guys are at 22 right now. To all my fam in Chicago, you guys are at 24 degrees. Oklahoma City, 44. Dallas, 51. El Paso, 53. We got Denver sitting at 30 degrees right now. You got Billings, very windy at 31 degrees. Seattle, 44 degrees, nice and cool. And where we're at in San Francisco, we got 63 degrees. Salt Lake, 33 degrees. So that is the weather that I have for you guys today. Just keep bundled up if you guys are in the Midwest and in the northern states, especially Minnesota, Wisconsin, and parts of North Dakota and Maine area. You guys are really cold out there. But besides that, yeah, it's looking like it's starting to warm up a little bit. And I hope that we don't have any more of these Siberian or polar vortex expresses because they keep coming out with different names all the time for these things. So, yeah, just we pray for you guys that it gets all good and we don't have to go through these too much anymore this winter, that this harsh winter is over for us all. So moving on, let's get into our astrology of the day. Let us help you to direct your guys' direction for the day. Like I said, you don't have to take this as it's gonna don't take this like your whole life. Just take this as a direction to follow, and you might be feeling some feelings today, and astrology can kind of explain that. So let me get into that for you guys. We'll start with the first house of the zodiac, which is what I am, in Aries. Aries, we're expecting a busy day today, Aries. We got high energy levels, which will help us tackle what we've been postponing. So yeah, it's a busy day. I definitely understand that. I actually have a busy day ahead as well today, so that actually makes sense for me. And I do have a pretty good energy level today. I did sleep well. Took my herbs because I'm fasting, so I feel good. And I'm not trying to postpone anything. Anyway, moving on. Taurus, we got to take time. You guys got to take time to reflect and recharge. Creative pursuits will yield satisfying results. Then we got Gemini, the twins. Your natural charisma makes a positive impact today. Embrace unexpected opportunities. Then we got our Cancers. A flash of inspiration may lead you to something bigger and better. Stay open to new possibilities. Then we got Jay's sign, our Leos, the Lions. Today is a day to assert yourself. Stand up for what you believe in, even if it means facing criticism. What do you take from that, Jay? What do you take from that?
Stand up for what you believe in. You know, if someone's going to criticize you, just back. If you feel, you know, what you feel, and that's how you feel, who cares what anyone has to say?
Yeah.
Just stand up for it.
It says today is a day to assert yourself. So just FYI, if that happens to you, and what Jay just mentioned, a way to assert yourself is not to punch him in the face. Just FYI, because you Leos, I know y'all, and you guys can kind of get a little bit assertive sometimes, a little bit more than they have. So do not do that. You know, it's all about communication and talking it through. You know, peace. That's what we about here on the Average Day Joes community. We about the peace talks, man. We ain't about, you know, the violence.
That's pretty funny.
And anyway, we got Virgos. Focus on long-term goals. Practical decisions today will lead to fruitful results.
All right.
Our Libras, we got the balance and harmony are key. Engage in grounding activities to maintain equilibrium. Then we got our Scorpios. Embrace transformation and growth. Trust your instincts to guide you through challenges. Then we got Sagittariuses. Your adventurous spirit will be rewarded today. Plan something exciting for the future. We got our Capricorns. Keep an eye on financial matters. Thoughtful spending and planning will help you to achieve stability. We got also Aquarius. Deep connections with others will bring joy. Open up and share your authentic self. Last but not least, Pisces, our fish. We got sensitivity and empathy will enhance your relationships. Practice patience and understanding. And that is our astrology for the day. Like I said, just let it be kind of a little guide for what you guys are doing today. It's not something that, you know, you have to take seriously to the point of like making it your direction in life, but just remember what we talked about today with our astrology segment, and just kind of let that be a little guide for you guys. And that being said, we can move on right now, and let's get on to our we started implementing a funny segment because we want our, you know, we that's going to be our entertainment. We want people to laugh a little bit with us too and stuff. And so I go out and I find some funny memes for us just to kind of laugh at. So I found kind of like the ones that I thought were somewhat funny today. So let me share the screen with you guys, and we'll just go over some funny memes real quick with you guys. We only got like 3 of them to share. We're not going to go like a full episode of that, but let me share. So if you guys are gamblers, you guys got a budget. Do not lose all your money and then be like this guy right here, who is super mad and he just lost all his money. You do not want to be this guy. He's pretty mad. Yeah. Do not be this guy. That's why I am. And then I also got this. Guys, if you guys are out there, duck that's sitting at the bar. Ducks are not supposed to be at a bar, but hey, you know, just at the bar. And we got, I got one more for you guys. So before I go into that one, so I know you guys on the, you know, in the especially in the South where you guys got all this snow, You guys are not used to this snow that just happened. And I pulled this meme up because I was really thinking about you guys. I don't want you to be like this guy and think that because there's snow that you guys can do this, okay? So please do not be like this guy and do what I'm going to show you he just did, okay? It's a snow fail. Let me, it has to reset it. Okay, do not be like this guy.
I might not know how to ski. One thing I do know how to do is fly.
I don't think he's ever been in the snow before. He just knocked the wind out of himself.
Oh my god!
I got a feeling maybe he didn't see snow before, so he thought it was like a soft, powdery snow. But he straight up jumped into like some hard ice, bro. Like straight feet smacked first. Oh my god! I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And just to end the memes, because we did mention earlier, it is Trump's anniversary, so I wanted to just put a little Trump meme out there for you guys. So for all the Trump heads out there, right here, if you guys can see this was his wife standing behind him yesterday in this meme. You seen her, right? You seen her in that hat, Jay?
Yeah.
This is just a little meme. I know it was their anniversary. Yeah. Just wanted to pull this one out. It's not as funny as the other ones, but it's definitely just kind of funny that I like the.
I remember the hat.
Movie, so yeah, the hat really does it for us on that one, you know. So yeah. That is the memes for today, and let's go over our last segment of the day, which is our conspiracy theory of the day. I got a good one for us today. A lot of people talk about this. A lot of people don't know nothing about this, and it's always been something that everybody's wondering, what is going on over there? So my conspiracy theory of the day, let me share this with you guys, is about the Devil's Triangle, or as they call it, the Bermuda Triangle. What is going on in the Bermuda Triangle, man? That is such a conspiracy. There's always so much talk over there, and there's so many disappearing aircraft and ships that just disappear every time they go into that triangle area of the Atlantic Ocean over there, right after all the islands over there, like by Bermuda. So it's some people even believe that the city of Atlantis can be located over there.
No.
And there's
no.
Talking to me?
No.
Oh, the dog. I thought you were saying no to me. Like, no, it's not going to be Atlantis.
No. Give me that.
Right,
give me. Sorry. Go ahead. No, that's an excellent one.
Right.
That's an excellent one.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, some people believe that Atlantis could be underneath there. There's a lot of people that have thinking that there's like a vortex over there, some energy vortex. So let me just go over some of the 7 chilling conspiracy theories about the Bermuda Triangle. It's located South Atlantic between Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. It is literally a triangle space where most ships and airplanes, they avoid that area because of all the different disappearances over there. They don't know if some kind of gravitational pull or anything. The theories behind the tragedies that are over there are aliens, time warps, rogue waves. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, there is no evidence that ships or planes disappear more frequently, but it's always been reported. So for them to say that is just they're just putting a little bit of a little soft blanket on something that actually is happening. But just to give you a little case of what happened before, 14 men and 5 torpedo bombers. I think this was like when they were training. It might have been like during the World War II era. 14 men and 5 torpedo bombers disappeared. 31 passengers aboard a commercial flight. A U.S. naval ship carrying 306 men. They're all victims to the so-called Devil's Triangle. And how can 306 people on a naval ship disappear? Naval ships have sonar, they have radar, they have all these things, so for that to be, that's not normal. That's not normal for that to be disappearing. So there's a lot of books written about it as well, because there's just so much paranormal stuff going on over there. That the books that are written, one of the most I would say one of the most famous ones is called The Bermuda Triangle, and that one has sold over 14 million copies. So there's also a theory that it could have been Atlantis before, and this is a theory done by Charles Berlitz, where he says that there was the idea that the lost city of Atlantis was somehow responsible for the shipwrecks and plane crashes in the Bermuda Triangle. Since then, others have piled onto the theory, arguing that technology developed by Atlanteans, including crystal energies, is still active on the seafloor, causing mechanical malfunctions in the boats and planes above. The biggest flaw in this theory, of course, is that Atlantis isn't real, which is what, obviously the news outlets be saying, but we all know Atlantis is real. It has been there. So let me give you some of the conspiracy theories. There's 7 of them. Rogue waves, that is the number one. Rogue wave is like it's a unusually large wave that just kind of is a swelt, but it's just unpredictable. It just happens. And they're saying that that could have been one of the reasons why these ships have been going down, but that doesn't make sense to me because a rogue wave is not going to touch up in the skies and take out airplanes, and there have been airplanes that have been missing. So that theory to me kind of goes out the air. I don't think that would be why. But then you also got another theory, which is magnetic forces. The Bermuda Triangle is one of 2 places on Earth where a compass will point to true north instead of magnetic north. While true north is a fixed point where lines of longitude coverage on a map, magnitude north is constantly shifting. Is the point on the Earth's surface where its magnetic field points directly downward. The difference between the two is so-called declination, and all trained ship and airplane pilots know to account for it when charting their course. So yeah, if you that could be a really good explanation right there, is that there's some kind of magnetic force there, because obviously with compasses they're pointing something a little bit different than what it's supposed to be, and then that's magnetism that's making that happen. So I definitely can say that that would be one of the true things that could be happening. Then you also got the theory of aliens. We all heard, or not all, but a lot of people have heard that there is aliens that are coming out of our oceans and there's portals out there. So they're saying that there are conspiracy theories that are evolving the UFOs in that area. They're saying that the aliens use the Bermuda Triangle as a portal to our planet. They gather the people and technology they need to conduct their research on their species. The theory explains why many of the ships and planes that go down in the Bermuda Triangle are never recovered, because they never find those things that are disappearing out there as well. Then you also have another theory, which is methane bubbles. In 2016, a group of researchers from the Arctic University of Norway announced that they have discovered massive half-mile craters at the bottom of the Barents Sea off of the coast of Norway. The craters they hypothesized were caused by sudden explosions of deep underwater deposits of methane. So that being said, I guess they're saying that it could be methane, but they're not saying that there is methane that they actually found over there. So that could be kind of, I wouldn't say it's methane, because they never even found methane. There's no actual scientific evidence that there is methane underneath the Bermuda Triangle. So I can say that one is out for me, at least. Wormholes, that is another one. They say that the Bermuda Triangle could be a portal to space and time. A pilot by the name of Bruce Gernon says it is. I didn't believe in time travel or teleportation until it happened to me, Gernon says. So he was a pilot that, and I remember, I think this was on like Ancient Aliens or one of those shows where I actually got to see what he was talking about. But basically what happened to him, he was flying his plane, and all of a sudden he alleges that a fog surrounded his aircraft, and he leaped 100 miles like somewhere else than where he was. So by the time he got out of the fog, he was 100 miles in a whole different direction. And this was documented. So this actually happened because it was a documentation from his detail of that flight. He even published a book about it in 2017. So you could look that up if you want to. So I can say wormholes is something that I would believe in, because I mean, what other explanation would you guys have that this pilot decided, he had reappeared 100 miles away from where he was? And then you also have another popular belief, which is water spouts, which water spouts are kind of like tornadoes on the water. And they're saying that the moist air out there and the water, it can create a lot of water spouts with wind speeds up to 125 miles per hour. But that to me is not going to, I can't go with that one, because I mean, you got a Navy ship that's made out of steel with 306 people, and none of these ships or aircraft ever get recovered. So water, even at 125 miles per hour, I think personally that a Navy ship built out of steel could survive that kind of wind velocity at that time. So to me, I can't see why that would be. And so yeah, that to me is a very big mystery. We all been knowing about it. I also, this is off the record. This is kind of what I heard before, but and here's some pictures really quick of the ships that were disappeared. So this was 1918. The USS Cyclops. There's 306 men aboard. They all disappeared. It was 500. The ship was 550 feet long, and it disappeared. So that was that one. They were carrying a load of manganese ore and en route to Baltimore. And they even sent a message to like the Navy base right before they disappeared, and it said their message was weather fair, all well. So that, like I said, it can't be weather, it can't be water spouts. I mean, if the weather was good there, so that ship disappeared. Then in 1945, this was the airplane that disappeared. It was a flight by Lieutenant Charles Carroll Taylor. And he radioed to the control tower. We are not sure of our position. We can't be sure where we are. An hour later, all communication of the bombers were lost. So they basically, like I said, it was probably like the other guy where to me, it has to be some kind of wormhole, because these, like, how can you just, you have navigation. Even at 1945, they had some kind of navigation, and they just totally lost their whole track of where they were. So they didn't know. And then they got lost. And then in 1948, you had a DC-3 passenger plane embarked on a pre-dawn flight from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Miami, which is 1,000 miles. The captain of the plane told the control tower in Miami that the 31 passengers aboard were singing Christmas carols to begin the flight. A few hours later, the captain radioed again to say the plane was approaching the airport. It was the last communication the DC-3 would send. 48 Coast Guard, Air Force, and Navy vessels turned up no trace of the doomed flight. So that one disappeared as well off the coast over there. Very sad but tragic. And one other thing I want to mention, and I think I saw this, if I'm not mistaken, on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he was saying that the electric eels from the ocean, during a certain month, I forgot which month it is. I think it's sometime in the winter, but they were saying that electric eels, they're the only species in the ocean that move out of where they are, and they all actually migrate to that area during a certain month of the year. They all swim to the Bermuda Triangle, and they all gather in that area. So you guys can check this. I'm sure you guys can find this episode for, I did hear it on his podcast. That's one thing I do remember. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. I definitely feel it has something to do with all three that we were talking about, the ones that make the most sense, which would be some kind of wormhole portal, and then you have like magnetism over there, some kind of magnets over there, or it could be like the lost city of Atlantis was over there, and they had some kind of ancient technology, because we all know that technology was very superior, and then we kind of lost all that technology, or it was hidden from us. But so that could be also a benefit, something that might have happened, and we don't know about. And I want to hear Jay's take on this. What do you think of the Bermuda Triangle, man? What's your take on this?
I mean, I haven't really been through it, because I've been on cruises out there, so I was kind of by it. But I mean, after I researched it back in the day, and wormhole's a good theory. But a lot of the things like ships and planes, they did fine. It's just the area, man. Like there's a lot of actual, like, it's the weather. The weather's bad there, man. That's all it is. Right.
But I mean, like I said, on the last flight, like before it disappeared, they were saying that the weather was good. So I mean,
well, that's one flight. We're talking about there's hundreds of incidents that happen there. Hundreds.
So you don't think there's anything actually going on there? You think it's just weather that all these things are missing?
I mean, there could be, I don't know, man. Like there could be something underneath. Maybe I don't know. Like I mean, I've done a lot of research on it, and I just like you said, a wormhole's a cool theory, but there's a lot of flights that just go go missing. A lot of ships that go. It's the weather, dude. The weather and the waves. It's one area in the world where, like, I don't know what the stuff is called, like tidal waves, hurricane. I don't know. There's just a bad area in there that
Right.
if you fly or if you sail or go through, it's bad. That's it. That's
And
all it
and
is, man.
and what would you say about that guy who got surrounded by that fog, and then when that fog was gone, he was 100 miles in a whole different direction?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's some I've heard about that, but see, I don't know. I don't know the. It's not like I knew the dude or anything, Like I, you kind of have to like you could document anything you want. You know what I mean? I
Right.
have no idea. Maybe he fell asleep. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Wow.
there,
Plenty.
there's plenty of different things that could happen. I just don't. I'd have to see something to believe it.
Yeah. I got
Like I said, like I haven't really been through it.
you.
I've been very close to it though, because I've been on a cruise out there,
Okay.
Yeah, especially from Port of Miami, to the to those islands you're talking about. So
So let me
yeah,
ask you, later on in life, for the Average Day Joe's community, would you be willing, and I would do this with you if you'd be willing, would you be willing to go out there and maybe rent a boat and then just sail out there and see what's going to happen?
if I had a whole squad like team, yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, you would do it?
Not just one cheap little boat, like I'm talking about like a fleet, like three. Because if one's going down, I'm hopping in the other one.
Right, right. I got you.
You know what I mean? I gotta have my backup plans, bro.
Okay.
I ain't
So,
going out there with just one, but if I'm going three deep,
yeah, yeah. I got you.
I don't mind checking out the Bermuda Triangle, but like I said, I believed in it a lot more until I did my research.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, okay. It's nothing out of the ordinary because they found many of the things that you're talking about. They
Uh-huh.
found it just in different areas.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, like there's areas in this world where compasses just don't work. Certain things don't work.
Right,
I
right.
don't know why. I don't know the scientific reasons,
Right.
but there's just certain areas that, like you said, there could be wormholes, or could be a portal underneath. Who knows?
Right.
But yeah, it's just an area. But I believe a lot of weather has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah, weather
Well,
has a lot to do with it.
you heard it here first, Average Joe Jay's community. Jay is willing to make the sacrifice for you guys and really tell us what's going on in Average.
Of course, of course. Like I said, I'd have to have three ships though. Three, not one, three.
That's what I'm talking about, though, man. The dedication we have, for this community. Like I'm telling you,
Got to do it.
community.
Got to make it happen.
We got to do this. So that's cool. It's good
I
though.
like
It's
the
good.
Bermuda Triangle though. I was really into it until I researched it and tried to do more research about it.
Oh, really? So you did a lot of
Yeah.
research.
Yeah, a long time ago, because I was fascinated. I was like, why does everything keep disappearing?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I really looked into it and I did a lot of research. And I was like, oh, So like you said, there's many different theories,
Yeah, definitely.
So I can always go with the alien one. I could always go with that one and the wormhole one. But like a big thing is like I said, weather's a big thing out there. So
For sure. For sure. All right. Well, let me just give you guys a quick update. I am doing a 44-day fast. I'm not eating anything for 44 days. I'm currently on day 16. If you check out yesterday's episode, I give you my weight. I started off at like 245. On yesterday's episode, I believe I got down to 215.
yes,
So
sir.
I've gained a lot of weight within the last couple weeks. I'm not eating any kind of calories or anything. I'm doing this. I'm doing this fast to prove to people that that you could survive off of not eating anything for that long. It's basically mind over matter. So on top of all that, I am still going to the gym with Jay. We also have all our if you check out any of our other videos, we have a bunch of videos of us working out. We show you guys exactly what we do at the gym. On the weekends, we also have two segments. We do a segment with Jay. He does like to cook a lot, and he's a pretty good chef. So we do a Chef of Jeff episode where he does his little cooking and he shows a little bit of what he's about and how he does it. And on Sundays, I do a date session with my wife, Kate. So we have a date with Kate session, and I just show you guys around San Francisco and California a little bit on the places that we go. So definitely check those out. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to us, share this with your family and friends. We are on here every day, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Not sharp. Sometimes we take a couple extra minutes to have you guys so that we're fully prepared for you guys. But we're definitely on pretty much at 2 Pacific Standard Time, just FYI. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Final words, Jay?
Stay blessed.
Stay
Health,
blessed.
wealth, happiness.
Yes. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. There's no other way,
Always.
man. No other way. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Peace, and see you guys next.